the level of brutality, the level of bloodshed that we have seen tonight has been unlike anything we've ever witnessed in the 3-year
right there, and he lands on Abyss, and that's how you take it to the monster.
That's the most incredible jump start to a match I've ever seen. Literally jumping, flip diving under the monster Abyss, and AJ's telling this monster that he's going to take control, but oh, look at him slide through. That way he avoids the contact with the steel.
He's so incredible. He thinks about things like nobody else can. He reacts so quickly, and they get on their feet as he does things that mortal men can only dream of doing.
He then springboards off the steel, snaps off the Hurricane Rana, and here we go. I've never heard a bell ring. I'm not sure the match is actually legally underway, but AJ's going to take a look out.
Right into the announce table right here that's barely standing after everybody that's been here. AJ Styles, can you imagine this? Taking total control. I still can't get over that leap, that somersault that he took through that opening at the beginning.
It really was a thing of beauty, but it worked to perfection at the same time.
I don't even know if a cameraman was even ready for that. Nobody else was.
And Abyss wasn't, I know that.
Oh, look at that nice move right there by Abyss, just to stop the momentum somewhat. You've got to do something. He's got such a size advantage, he's got to use it. Now, AJ Styles is smart in this respect. Try to keep Abyss outside this cage for as long as you can, because he's got more maneuverability. Once Abyss gets him inside, AJ's moves are going to be restricted.
You know, that may have been the idea, the thought of the strategy. Check this out. AJ, he springboarded off the steel over the top of 5 rows of fans.
Look at that, and he goes right over the fans, and he nails them, and this crowd knows they're seeing one of the greatest athletes in the world.
You know what? I don't think the word phenomenal does him justice.
Yes. I mean, and Abyss couldn't see him because of the fans in the way. Great strategy by AJ Styles.
Oh my God, he flew over the top of the fans twice.
We've seen him slide underneath rails. We've seen him go through openings that you can barely fit a toaster through. We've seen him jump over the crowds of 6 rows of people.
Oh my God, he just crashed and burned.
Oh, well, it happens. You go to the well one time too often, and AJ's grabbing right away to his side.
Abyss was able to sidestep, move out of the way. AJ flying over the safety rail and then just just landed on the concrete.
And you
no
think,
padding, no protection out there.
He's got no help right now, and this is what Abyss needed to just close it up. And he just has such an advantage when they're locked up like this. And AJ Styles is going to have to find a way to get away. And
Well, you make a good point, because when it turns to a brawl, when it turns to a fight like we're witnessing here, it is advantage Abyss.
how do you brawl with Abyss? I mean, it just doesn't even seem possible. And man, AJ's he's got to somehow get away, and I think he's still reeling. And man, every blow that Abyss hits him, the force of that 350 pounds, man.
Stalking him with every step that AJ climbs. Abyss is right there on his tail. Styles tries to fight back. In the midst of the crowd here at the Impact Zone.
Oh, I'll tell you what, this crowd that came here tonight saw something special, match after match, and think about how we're ending it right here with AJ Styles and Abyss with a shot at the title on the line. And he's got him in the choke slam and just flings him.
He had him goozled. He had that big mitt right around the neck and the throat of AJ, and he took him, he threw him about 4 or 5 steps up to where AJ's back made contact with that fence, that wire fence that they've got.
The cage that we've got people locked in here. And I'll tell you something, he flung him a good 12 feet right there. I mean, that just shows you the power of the Monster Abyss.
Yeah, who would think that the lockdown cage used to lock down the Impact Zone could be used as a weapon, but the Monster Abyss is pulling out all the stops.
AJ Styles has just got to fight. Now he almost needs to get into the cage just to get away and somehow get his bearings. His Abyss is just not letting him, not to mention you can see his back as he rakes across those steps as he falls down.
Abyss right on him, picks AJ up and just tosses and flings it.
Look at that, showing no mercy whatsoever. Not that you would expect him to, and not that he should.
Especially when you consider what's at stake, Don, because to the winner goes a shot at Jeff Jarrett. And the NWA World's Heavyweight title, May 15 at Hard Justice. Elbow to the back of the head, drops Styles again. And that smart move, you called it smart by AJ. Take the preemptive strike, dive through the cage. It's now coming back to haunt him.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's got to hope that he's taken a little bit out of Abyss, and that he can find a way to get it back to his advantage, but Abyss is just not letting up right now and not giving AJ Styles any chance to catch his breath, any chance to get any kind of momentum. And you know, you mentioned what AJ said, you've got to fear what this guy can do to you. And right now, Abyss is doing it.
Look at the bruises on the back of AJ Styles. That shows you right there. There's the proof. There's the evidence of the power of the Monster Abyss, and look at Styles fight back.
Think of everything we've seen, and they haven't even gotten into the cage yet. This match is not going to end until these guys get in that cage.
Oh, you're right. I never even heard the bell ring, so I'm not even sure that we have a legal match at this point.
I think we just got to fight. Oh, AJ Styles, and then what's he doing? Oh, he throws him into the rail. It just didn't look like he had enough momentum to really do a knockout blow right there to Abyss. As you can see, Abyss catching his breath, and now AJ realizes that all roads lead to Rome, and this is what he's got to do. Oh, but he decides to go take another shot before he does.
Yeah, rethinking for the moment. Not deciding to go back into the cage, but instead lay a couple of right hands to the side of the head of Abyss.
Here he goes as he's getting ready to work his way in, and oh, wait a minute! Oh! Abyss just stole an opportunity!
Oh my God! Right in his face!
He just took him completely out! Just leveled him right there! Did you see that?
We've got to look at this.
Look at this one! Oh, that hurts!
Oh my God!
Oh, that hurts!
You can't even see that again. He flung it with all of his might, with all of his strength. And Don, I don't think it was the mesh from the cage. I think it was the steel pole from the cage door. Look at this!
And he's just not even letting up as he does it again.
Oh, we talked about the levels of...
Oh! That's the first one. Now look at the second one. Oh! Sends him down.
It's tough to watch.
And then he did it again.
We talked about it from the top of the show over 2.5 hours ago.
Oh, AJ, well, you knew it happened.
The violence, the barbarism, the brutality that we've witnessed. And as the blood pours down the face of AJ, Abyss with just shot after shot right into the open wound.
I'll tell you what, that second shot, though, you saw it hit him right there in the head. and it was like the bottom of that gate. And if you look at it, there's no protection on it. Just cut him wide open, and then Abyss.
You're right, it just sliced him.
It did. Oh, man. And now Abyss throwing the chain that he's so famous for bringing out with him. What's he doing now? What in the world's he doing? Oh, no, don't tell me. Don't tell me the crowd knows what it is. We've seen it before.
Measuring him now. You're right, we saw this last month at Destination X. Remember when he took this bag in against Jeff Hardy?
Full of, we know, of about 1,000 packs.
AJ, just, oh, look at this. Tries to get up to his feet, but he can't. He just crumpled, he went down. Match is now underway here inside the cage. It's official as we see Abyss. Oh, come from behind and just power it. Gonna pick up the chain.
Still just
shades of what we saw on Impact when he wrapped that chain repeatedly around the neck of AJ.
Now think about this. They'll think about what'll happen to the blood as he's wrapping that around his neck. Remember when we saw that coaching clutch that Christopher Daniels had on him that one time and the blood just spurted out? I mean, that's what you've got to think about at a time like this. How it can make him weak, and AJ fighting with everything, trying to get it unwrapped.
What he's got to do.
Oh, what a boot right there by Abyss.
He had all of his attention, though, focused on trying to take the chain around his neck. And as soon as he turns around, as soon as he takes that chain off, Abyss takes him down with the big boot and again picks up the steel.
Oh, look at this. AJ is the crowd trying to get behind him. Look at that. We know when it happened, when Abyss just leveled him with the gate. And now you see Abyss, what's he doing? He's wrapping it around.
That's one way to use it as a weapon, isn't it?
Oh, and think about his head landing straight into that chain.
AJ trying to fight back.
We've seen this guy, though, come back from nowhere. We've seen this guy on the brink of defeat and somehow finds a way.
But have we seen him under these kind of conditions?
No, we haven't.
With losing all of his strength with the blood, being blinded by the blood, and facing someone who's 6'8", 350, vicious elbow rock styles.
Oh, look at that elbow right on top of it. Wow, Abyss just flung him up over the top, and again, oh, it's a sight. Get the children out of the room, parents. They don't need to see this.
Styles high into the air, the crash landing, yes. Face first, head first, the open wound right into that steel chain wrapped around the turnbuckle. Look out!
Oh, and he just throws him into the wall of steel. I'm gonna tell you something, Abyss is in total control. AJ Styles, you had to realize that this could happen. We almost look at him as kind of superhuman at times, and he's not. He bleeds just like the rest of us, and Abyss is in total control.
AJ is gonna need some kind of a superhuman effort plus to come back as he flings him again. Head first and face first. Right into the steel pin.
1, 2. Oh, he gets out of the middle. Part of me almost was hoping that they could end the slaughter.
I thought the same thing. But when you consider that this is an opportunity for one of these two men to get a shot at Jarrett in the NWA title, you saw how AJ dug deep and squirmed right out of the pin attempt.
Look at this as he's just applying the pressure, and you can see it flowing. AJ, screaming. I don't think I've ever heard him scream in pain like that before. It's reverberating here.
It's almost as if he's got a vice wrapped around his head and around his neck. Those big hands of Abyss. AJ elbows not having much effect now off the ropes.
Don't forget the bag of tacks that we already know is lying inside. The Abyss. Oh, that's how strong this guy is.
High into the air goes Styles.
He was actually looking over the top of the cage before he started the journey back down.
And then directly crashing down to the canvas. Abyss something else in mind with the steel chain. Now unwrapping it from the corner turnbuckle.
We always talk about how Abyss gets focused on something when he gets a goal in
Tunnel vision.
Tunnel vision. Well, his goal is hard justice, and he is focused, he's driven, and he's in total control.
The crowd here at the Impact Zone They're just amazed by the spectacle that they've seen tonight at Lockdown. Styles off into the ropes, press slam high above the head.
Oh, did you see that? We talked about how he can do things that nobody else can do. What a counter, and he was able to drill him right there on the chain.
AJ's version of the DDT, and the monster lands head first, face first into the steel. Check this out, folks.
Oh, that is something spectacular. It's just when you've got to fight through the pain, you've got to get focused. You knew he was looking for one opportunity to do something.
At what point, though, does this loss of blood just impact AJ so negatively that he loses strength? He's slow to get back up.
Ooh, nice
but when he does, he's prepared.
Oh, how does he get the extension on the kick like that?
You're right, how did he get so high up into the air at a point in the match where he's been so weakened off the ropes?
And there he goes again, and he flips a bit over. Now you can feel it. You can feel the drive in him.
Tilt-a-whirl head scissors by Styles. And then come at him again.
Oh, look at this. Oh, and he fights it, but Abyss fights him off.
Oh, you're right. He came crashing down onto the back of Abyss. It rocked Abyss. I think it surprised AJ as well.
I'll tell you what, though, that just shows you how strong Abyss is. Oh, nice move right there by AJ. Able to get the legs up. Abyss goes into the chair. Now look at this strength of AJ Styles.
German suplex on a 350-pounder.
No!
I never thought I'd see AJ take him overhead like that.
I'll tell you what, how does he have the strength after everything he's gone
Especially
through?
at this point of the match with the loss of blood that we've seen. It looks like he's...
Is he going to try it?
I thought it was an attempt at the Styles clash.
No, I don't think...
Think better of it, AJ. God, think better of it.
This guy's too strong. Oh, look at him. He's got him in the chokehold right there. Here he goes. He's going to choke slam him. Look at AJ.
Roll up. Pin.
2. Oh, he fights out.
Near fall for Styles, just not able to put the monster away. Both men back up to their feet. AJ.
Oh, look at that. He knows he has to take advantage of every opportunity. Uses the momentum because he's got to hit him with as much force as he's got.
Running close. Oh, slam! He walked right into it. The patented finishing move of Abyss.
Oh, this is over. All he's got to do is roll him over in Abyss.
Here it comes.
He's going to get a shot. One, two. It's over. No, he gets out of it.
Out of the black hole slam.
Nobody gets.
Unbelievable. How does he do it? Abyss trying to regroup as well. Almost as if Abyss trying to get his win.
Oh, no. We knew he had it.
The bag.
No way. AJ has no defense. You know, right now, showing
it's been a night.
About who's the boss.
You're right. It's been a night when people in the Impact Zone, and I'm sure people at home, have had to look away from the screen. And maybe never more than this.
Look at the tax right there, folks. Thousands and thousands of tax.
And look at Abyss spread the tax to give him more coverage. Oh, God. And, of course, AJ, completely unprotected, sent off into the ropes.
Oh, wait a minute, AJ.
He was able to counter that black hole. Float over. Series of shots.
Black hole slam into those. AJ giving it everything he's got.
AJ gonna try and rock him.
Oh, nice shot right there by Abyss.
You can see that AJ made eye contact with the tax, and you saw his strategy.
He's looking at him right now. Here he goes.
Fighting him off. Abyss, it looks like, gonna try and powerbomb him into the tax, but AJ
wait a
fights him
minute.
off.
Styles clash.
No chance.
Right, oh, God. Oh, look at that. And they're just all over him, able to counter.
Abyss, pin. No, just 2.
Oh, man. How did Abyss fight through that?
You've got to be kidding me.
Just 2. As you can see, look at him. They're just all in his body.
AJ right back to it. AJ, right hand to the side of the head of Abyss. How are you ever going to put him away when you haven't been able to beat him to this point?
I'll tell you what, Ty, look at him, no way. He's going up to the top. And
AJ!
Abyss trying to get to his feet as he's knocking the tags off of his body.
We wondered if the cage would hinder AJ.
Oh no, wait a minute. He just throws the referee right into the cage, which causes AJ to fall on the backside. He's holding on for dear life.
Your double effect. It knocks out the referee and it knocked down AJ. Oh, God.
Great move right there by Abyss. You gotta respect that. Using the referee as AJ was gonna come down for the finishing blow.
Abyss just running and jumping right into the cage. He's trying to knock Styles down. Now he's got the steel chain. AJ just hanging precariously from the top of the
Don't tell me what
cage.
he's gonna do with that chain.
Oh,
Look at this. AJ's fighting to hold on. And Abyss has the chain in hand.
AJ trying to fight it off.
He's trying to wrap it around his neck.
And AJ's trying to stop him.
Oh no, but now if AJ falls, he's gonna hang himself.
That's exactly right. What's your option at this point? You have none.
Oh,
and he's
look at
hanging him.
He's just draining the life out of him
this.
right there.
Watch AJ's legs kicking.
He's got to somehow breach the distance so that he can breathe.
That's what he has to do. He's got to close that gap, Don.
But he's gotta
how
be
can you?
careful.
Because the chain is wrapped around his neck. It's just soaking the life out of him.
Abyss just pulling on it, pulling on it. He knows he's got AJ where he wants him.
AJ trying to climb back up to the cage.
Abyss with another blow. Trying to knock AJ. Oh no!
Not from there.
He's caught him in the chokehold from the top of the cage. Oh, look at it. AJ's biting his finger. AJ's biting his thumb right there.
Whatever you have to do, AJ.
Yes! And he power bombs him.
Oh, God! Sunset flip powerbomb. Can he cover him? Can he pin him? Count, winners. Count one.